title.
And we are live.
Hello,
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, we are not sponsored by anyone yet.
Yet.
Feel free to hit us up.
Muir would sponsor us, but he wasted all his money on people drawing porn of Akane.
A worthy cause.
Indeed.
That awkward moment when I'm browsing a completely random artist and I see Akane on there, like, damn, I recognize.
Okay, to recap for anyone that is new, this picks up after Edward decides to break up with Bella and she's lost in the woods. And the what's-her-face, the vampire bitch, Victoria.
Yeah, that person.
Yeah. She decides to capture Bella and tortures her for a while, then turns her, thinking that would be the ultimate revenge on Edward killing her lover.
She didn't turn her gay, she did something even worse.
She turned her into a
Twilight
sparkling vampire.
He turned her into a twinkler.
I'm already feeling the need for that hotline.
Don't forget where she went to the Cullen house and stole.
Yeah, so Bella
They just had her lying around.
Bella immediately has control over her bloodlust. Which to be fair, is completely canon, and immediately kills a bear.
No, it's what she thinks is a bear, but we never got confirmation on that.
A bear, a mountain lion, and a few deer. And then goes...
Bella, mountain lions are endangered, I'm pretty sure, especially in Oregon.
We do not know it's a bear, therefore it is a person.
We never learned what it actually was that she first killed.
We have no reason to doubt that.
There is always room for doubt, unless said otherwise.
I have a reason because it's Bella's point of view.
True.
Indeed.
But after her quote-unquote hunting trip, she decides to pay a visit to Charlie and tells him goodbye while he's asleep and then disappears. She doesn't wake him up to say goodbye.
And then she jumps from her own window.
I'm expecting Charlie to have turned into a fucking, like, the Punisher as he's looking forever to his son. It's like Taken. Liam Neeson from Taken.
She decides to steal $350,000 from the Cullens.
Oh. Dollars.
Yeah,
we don't know if that was
$350 squared in cash. That she hid in her... No, it was cash. It said it was cash, and she put it all in her backpack.
I'm gonna say
seems like it would take more than one backpack.
Does she have a Pokemon backpack?
Fuck your logic. She put it all in her backpack.
Where were the Cullens keeping it? Did they just have it stuffed in a mattress?
We decided it was hidden behind the graduation caps.
Yes, that is exactly where it was hidden.
Also, I would definitely read a fic about Charlie the Vampire Hunter.
That would be pretty badass.
That would be interesting.
I mean, he is the only good character from
killing Bella. She's like, no, I'm your daughter. Is like, I don't have any daughter, monster.
Have you ever considered doing a reading of actual?
My daughter is dead. You're just a mockery.
No. What do you mean, Cetrus?
Oh, like not Radiant Arabian Nights, for example.
No, shut up. We read
other
stuff that
hey,
was even. Like,
I've read we've read other stuff. The only good thing that I have read is Aragon on this voice chat.
That's a very small list.
Fair.
Oh, what? We need to read Harry Crow?
Oh God, I unironically read that when I first got into fan fiction.
Isn't that the one where he started his own cult or something, or is that Methods of
No, that's the one where everyone is insanely good looking. Harry was raised by goblins. wears a suit to Hogwarts the first time.
All right.
And
I
the
remember
woman
that.
I don't think you
Gryffindor
finished
becomes
that.
the Elder Wand.
I couldn't take a 11-year-old Harry wearing a suit seriously, no matter what.
He just looks like a
Don't care
dumbass.
if he-
Alright,
I don't
Cetros
care if he
here.
walks into Hogwarts escorted by a legion of Dementors. I just can't take him seriously.
Just,
Wait, does that
Uh,
actually happen?
just yells at a squeaky voice. Man to be treated with respect!
Okay, anyway.
Yeah,
He's
but-
actually an accomplished, like,
Harry is raised by Lady
very-
Laura's finger.
very efficient Dark Lord, but you can't take him seriously because his balls haven't dropped yet.
Okay. We're the thing.
Back to recapping this piece of trash.
Indeed.
Bella
That
learns
is all trash.
that the Cullens are going to be showing up at her college. So she decides that she's going to leave her scent everywhere for them to find.
Yes, all over the
Yes.
college,
Ju-
all over
ju-
the woods.
Yes, like everywhere. And
Vampires, by the way, should not be leaving a scent.
correct. But
By like dragging
Oh,
her off.
they're
But
just
fuck your
undead,
logic.
That would be rotten flesh.
you're correct, Mandalore, but fuck your logic. This is Radiant Arabian Nights.
I'm not
also
even thinking of regular vampires. Twilight vampires would leave even less of a scent.
Correct. But fuck your logic. This is Radiant Arabian Nights.
You don't fuck my logic. My logic fucks you.
Well, work out who fucks what later.
The Cullens finally arrive, and Bella starts shielding random people's minds from Edward just to mess with him even more.
Which is effective because he's not sure whether it's just like him hallucinating or something. Like, he can't
Yeah.
read her mind at first, but he can't read a bunch of other people's minds, so hey.
Yeah. And
When did that happen? Wait, I think I might have left before.
Possibly the only thing that's good about this.
eventually, after Met...
Bella's unintentionally yandere.
Oh yeah, she is 100% a yandere. After 2
Which is
weeks of
hilarious.
messing with Edward specifically, he finally runs back to Forks. Like, literally runs. Doesn't, like, find transportation. He runs all the way to Forks. And she follows
How far
him.
away is that from where they are?
I don't
100
actually
miles.
know.
It's-
I don't know where
That
this
scent
place
thing
is.
just made me think.
Okay,
You
there
know how,
it's
like, people drop skin and stuff.
Dartmouth, right?
D-
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That's across
New
the entire
Hampshire.
country.
Yeah, that's clear across the United States.
No, he went all Canada for a little bit, caused a small international incident.
You
I
know
would
how
like
people
to
drop
say-
skin and stuff? When a vampire drops skin, does it sparkle in the sun?
Yes. That's where
Oh,
glitter
no.
comes from.
Oh God.
That Edward can run faster than a sports car, and he didn't have to go in a roundabout way on the roads. He could just go in a straight line.
Yeah.
But still,
Crushing everything and anything in his path, including, whatever poor unfortunate human has the misfortune to be staying in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Don't break down my argument.
It's like it just goes clear through an oil truck, causes it to explode behind him.
I'm reminded of
Oh,
that scene from
and
The
I
Boys,
forgot to
like,
mention-
one of the opening
Yeah,
ones.
exactly.
I think.
I forgot to mention, Bella somehow has Edward's mind reading powers. And Alice's
How?
future reading
She wasn't
powers.
even turned by him or her.
It's like she somehow has both Edward and Alice's powers in addition to her own.
This is worse
Fuck.
than if Bella joins the Volturi pit.
Eh.
What's up with the
Anyway.
Vom Red comments on YouTube? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh well. I will just ignore it for now.
Okay.
But Yeah, and when we finally ended, Bella had revealed herself to Edward in their clearing.
She revealed herself. Damn.
Yes, she fully
Definitely
revealed herself. She's sparkling in the sun at the moment.
Hey, Edward, you know how you wanted me to live a full human life?
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the GIF that Tiamat posted, where it's the vampires biting on an apple, but if you look at it, there's no way she hit the fucking apple with her teeth. She fucking missed.
She missed the apple. Okay. And now that this recap is over, this 15-minute recap,
Last time on Dragon Ball
it's
Z.
finally time to start reading. Chapter 7, Chapter 6, Meeting. BPOV. Who the hell are you? Asks Edward, jumping up. I steep out of the shadows so that he can see me. I still have my sunglasses on, but he
She
should.
took their last name as well. That was
Yes.
part of the
Oh,
mystery.
yes. Yes, she took the Cullen last name.
And then they're like, there's another person named Cullen. They must be a vampire.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about that.
Let me just see. Cullen, surname. It's a fucking Irish name, so it's pretty fucking common.
Yep. Never mind that there might be humans around who might have it.
Mandalore, you can't. You can take credit for me setting out to do this, but I was finding it.
Oh, what the?
Yes,
What
but
just
I also
happened to your
carried
mic,
through
Beard?
it.
What just happened to Beard's mic?
What?
He died. Oh, you might
Your
cut out
mic
for a
got
second.
incredibly cut off and garbled there.
Oh well.
Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, there it goes again.
Is my
I
mic?
definitely take credit for having to read Twilight.
Oh yeah, that one's your fault. Yeah, that is one. Twilight is 100% your fault. Why would you do that to me?
Idea to write it.
I steep out of the shadows so that he can see me. I still have my sunglasses on, but he should be able to recognize me. Yes, she steeps out of the shadows.
Like bad tea.
Well, that's
Yes.
Why are you here, Izzy Cullen? What are you? Asked Edward. I can't help but think maybe I have pushed him a little too far. If he can't tell I'm a vampire. I followed you here. You looked upset, so I thought you shouldn't be alone right now. And to answer your other question, you should realize that I'm a vampire too, I say. He snorts. Sure you are.
Didn't this girl, like, chase you across the entire countryside or something?
Yeah,
obviously she's just a werewolf.
obviously,
Also
she's
likely
just a yandere.
Yandere superpowers activate.
Yes.
Yandere powers.
Yandere powers activate. I will follow you anywhere.
Frankenstein got nothing on me.
I sigh. I'm going to have to drop part of my shield. When I do, a light breeze blows my scent over to Edward, and I see realization cross his face.
Has
Then-
he been spelling this for ages at this point?
Yes, this is the scent that he's been smelling everywhere.
It's so weird that I can just feel like energy draining out of my bones. I'm pretty sure that's my will to live.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
And I see realization cross his face. Then he drops to his knees and says, No, no, no! This is not possible! he says to himself. His thoughts are in turmoil. No, it can't be. She has died. That scent can't be hers, he thinks.
Oh my god.
I'm not dead, Edward. I'm Isabella Marie Swan, I say to him. No, but she died 3 years ago. You can't be her, he says.
Okay, I'm dead.
So Edward's taking this like a champ.
Oh, of course he is. I sigh with frustration. Has he always been this stubborn, I think to myself. For God's sake, Edward, have you always been this stubborn? I yell at him. Who the hell do you think you are? He shouts. I'm your girlfriend who you left behind 3 years ago, I shout. I quickly realize the only way I'm going to get Edward to believe me is to drop my shield completely from my mind. Once I drop it, I start to show him all my memories.
Oh god, I have a headache.
I show him the time I told my mom that I was moving to Forks. I show him meeting Charlie at the airport. I heard him gasp, but I don't stop. I show him my first day at Forks High. I show him Jessica telling me all about the mysterious Cullens. I show him our first biology class, how he was rigid in his seat. I show him running out of class soon as the bell went. I show him how I heard him at the office trying to change his schedule. I show him the week I spent wondering where he was. I show him talking to me in biology. It is 100% a list. The list! This is the birth of the list, by the way, because this was her first fic.
Yes! So the list did not just show up spontaneously. They were there from the very beginning.
Yes. The list has always been part of Radiant Arabian Nights.
No.
I show him running across the parking lot to save me. I show him me meeting Carlisle at the hospital. I show him the month after when he refused to talk to me, but then later gave in. I show him flirting with Jacob to tell me the tribe's legends. I show him saving me in Port Angeles.
Wait.
Port Angles.
Was that supposed to be flirting with Jacob in the books?
Yes.
Yeah, Stephanie Meyer is a terrible author.
Yeah, yes. I show him taking me out to dinner, him confessing he can read minds. I show him my confessing to him I know he is a vampire. I show him taking me to this meadow. I show him kissing me. I show him.
Ears at this point. Fucking overload.
I show him taking me to meet his family. I show him the baseball game.
You are a sadist.
It's a list summarized.
Yes. I show.
His brain is melting out of his.
I show him James, Victoria, and Laurent. I show him Alice and Jasper driving me south. I show him James' phone call to me. I show him me ditching Jasper at the bathroom at the airport.
Seems relevant.
I show him James and me at the ballet studio.
Question: how the hell did she ditch Jasper?
I don't know.
I don't think we're supposed to question that.
Jasper's he was former.
I'm kind of twisted on YouTube. Says, for fuck's sake, let it stop.
No, fuck off.
No.
I show him.
For even a moment.
I show him, Carlisle, Jasper, Emmett, and Alice saving me from James. I show him me waking up at the hospital to his face. I show him tricking me into going to prom with him. I hear him gasp again. I show him the summer after that. I show him my 18th birthday party. how Alice went totally overboard.
I thought that. Wait, it's. I haven't watched the movies for Twilight for years.
The answer to that, Tia Mama, is all of them.
Hey, this is the first time I can say the movies are actually better than the books.
That's so horrifying to know that that's true.
Did the first book, take over a year? Like the events, or
It took a school year.
She joined. Okay, so she joined the school halfway through the school year.
So it took half a school year.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like 5
are there
months.
still more I show him to go through?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there are.
Probably about
I
3
mean,
or
it
4
has to do
pages.
with the second book.
I show him Jasper attacking me, how I felt to fear.
Good
I show
God.
him taking me home and how he avoided me for days after.
Oh, country roads.
I show him telling me goodbye. I try to keep pain out of my thoughts, but when I hear Edward cry out, I know that I didn't succeed.
He's crying out in pain because of what you're fucking showing him.
She is torturing this poor man. I show him me wandering around for hours. I show him me getting slammed into by Victoria, how she cut my cheek and what she said. I show him Victoria biting me. I quickly put my shield back up. I don't want him feeling any more of my pain.
I think you've done enough already. You've done this.
Emotional, man.
I'm pretty sure he just got emotionally flayed alive.
We need a GIF for emotional damage.
Did you just fucking call it a GIF?
Yes, I did.
You disgust me.
Go on.
Okay, fine. A GIF.
Oh god.
No, that's even worse.
Oh god.
Original pronunciation.
No,
Look
it's
it up.
not. That's what the fuck. That's furry sex, man. That's what YIF is. It's.
Yeah.
No, not a gilf,
Record
Tia
funny
Mama.
and-
I think the show hymns are done.
Are they?
I need to copy paste the first list that Radiant Arabian Nights ever wrote.
And send it to 0.
And put it in.
You
ship
really
posting or
should be
something.
here.
How much show him is there in this? How long was that list?
I mean, he can always type in "show him" into the search bar and see.
I'm scared.
The GIF.
Fucking shut up, it's GIF.
Oh my god.
What?
Look how long that copy paste my message is. That's how many I show him.
Wow.
No, it's, it all starts somewhere. You know, it's
Yes.
interesting to see that such a short list in comparison to the fucking king.
Okay.
That deserved the GIF.
If you don't stop
gift man.
Mandalore with that, Mandalore, I will mute you.
It sounds like he's fine with it. I don't know.
You
though.
can blame Noah for this.
I mean,
didn't
everyone
even
here has
know
been
there was
muted.
a pronunciation for that like that until he sent a meme.
I look at him and see his pain. I take off my glasses and say, I don't blame you, Edward, I say softly. How could you not blame me? He asks in a whisper. Well, that's good, I think. At least he realizes that I am real now. I drop my shield again and show him.
Oh, no.
I show him. It's not done! That was a prelude! There's more!
Oh, are we just gonna be here till we're dead of old age?
I show him me finding the letter that he had written. I show him how much I was angry with him, how stupid he was. You're right, I am stupid, he whispers.
Myth, Argent is asking for an unmute.
I'm not gonna unmute anyone else. There's enough people unmuted right now.
Alright. Better luck next time.
Indeed. I want to be muted on my own, says Eto. Well,
I show
you the only one muted, or that you want to mute yourself.
pretty sure they mean just they want to mute themselves or something. Anyway,
I
let's get
show
on to the torture of I show him.
I show him how much I love him with all my heart, and how I went looking for them, and how after all these years I still love him.
Wait, what?
All these years.
How dare you put him this torture?
All these years. May I point out that it's been only 3.
Yeah.
Well, for someone that young, it sure probably feels like an eternity.
I heard Edward gasp again, shaking his head.
Like gas.
I do love you, Edward, with all my heart. Look into my eyes and tell me that I'm lying to you, I say.
Season Eldritch being shit.
He looks up into my gold eyes in what feels like hours, but is only a couple of minutes. Edward shoots up from where he was Edward shoots up from where he was kneeling and takes me into his arms.
Now, I can make this better. He looks into my eyes, and I destroy his brain, getting my revenge.
It's glorious. Let's end it there.
I love a happy ending.
Yeah. Hey, you gave him a piece of your mind. Forced mutes suck, Myth, says Eto.
It's not a forced mute, it's a default mute.
Yeah, everyone is default muted when entering into this channel,
Yeah,
even me.
You're just kind of unmutes whoever he chooses.
Myth unmutes whoever's in here first when he joins.
Which is funny to me, because I think I was in here before, after like 2 other people, and I still got unmuted.
You were still like in here with one of the first people in, so that's why you got unmuted.
It's third, I think.
Velox, this is a Twilight fic.
A very bad one.
Very, very bad.
It is torture.
Does it live up to the Twilight books, though?
No.
Dude, when even the books are better
Those
than
are
it,
worse.
you know you fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of an incredibly low bar to clear to be better than Twilight, and yet
somehow RAN failed.
Spectacularly
This
at that.
is because it's Australian.
That's right. Radiant Arabian Nights is Australia's fault.
Yes.
Damn it, Australia. Not only do you have, like, literally everything that wants to kill everyone.
Please, she's clearly an immigrant.
They also have multiple bad fanfiction authors. What was the other one?
Indeed.
The person who did
This
Break
is not
the Faith,
native to Australia.
I think Cedra Wolf, I think is Australian. but I'm not sure.
Yes. I don't know.
They've stonefish.
I know they had that
cassowaries.
one guy who doxed himself in his profile, but I'm not gonna mention it since this is gonna be on YouTube. And
They
you know
had
the guy doxed himself on his
so
profile. Come
many
on.
different wildlife. And then they decided to shit out Ran in their free time.
Oh, yes.
And say, this one's
Ran-
not gonna kill them. It's gonna make them wish
No.
they were dead.
Ran is part of the wildlife. She just,
Yeah.
instead of actively trying to kill you, she makes you want to kill yourself.
Indeed.
Most dangerous Australian creature.
Yes.
Surpassing even the drop bear.
It makes you wish you would rather die to something like a stonefish sting.
I love you so much, Bella, he whispers. I love you too, I say. If you ever, and I mean ever, do that to me again, I will kill you. I will rip you apart into tiny little pieces and set you on fire and dance on your pyre.
Holy shit! At this
Oh
point.
my fucking god! Oh my god! Jesus Christ, Bella!
Not quite the threat that she should have gone. She would have kept one piece of him in a pouch around her neck for all eternity.
I threatened, but with a smile. Jesus Christ!
That's actually scary.
No.
I'd rather take castration.
No, wait. It needs the
Does that mean that she's burning herself alive too?
it needs the I love you in front of it to make it even more.
Horrible.
Eh.
Oh wow, that gift Tia Mama posted just perfectly suits that.
Yes. Just any Yandere gift.
Yeah.
And that is getting pinned.
Oh my gosh! And then they have the fucking chapter again, but from Edward's point of view, but it's like verbatim the same.
Oh my!
Wait. Holy shit! Keep reading.
Hey, we already saw this from Bella's. Why do we need to see it from his? It's
I
literally
promise I will
exactly
never
what-
leave you again. I can't even begin to imagine leaving you again, he promises with a smile. With that said, he kisses me, and I feel all his love for me. EPOV. Who the hell are you? I ask, jumping up from my place on the ground.
E person. Who the fuck is E?
The person steeps out of the shadows so that I can see them. The person. Yes, they did. They did it again in the same manner. The person has sunglasses on, but I recognize her. Why is she here? How did she find me? Why are you here, Izzy Cohen? What are you? I ask.
Mendo.
I followed you here. You looked upset. So I thought you shouldn't be alone right now. And to answer your other question, you should realize that I'm a vampire too, she says. I snort. Sure you are.
You know, this has accomplished one thing.
Giggle.
It's made me want to keep writing my story just because I know I can do better than this.
Indeed. Like a personal fuck you to Ren.
It's a pretty good floor for how bad things can get.
It is an accomplishment for me to say that this is worse than my immortal.
Oh wow.
Never read it.
How have you
Wouldn't
not read My
recommend
Immortal? It's like a rite of passage for fanfiction.
Because I dislike self-torture.
She sighs.
And yet you wrote the cockroach fic. You fucking.
Shut the fuck. You shut your whore mouth.
What? What cockroach?
No, my lips are sealed.
No, I must know.
I can't remember.
I'm never gonna let you live this down,
Hey.
Sam.
Wait, I gotta go to his account and see what it is.
Balls hastily fucking deletes it.
She sighs.
There it is.
Suddenly, a light breeze
There he is.
blows Izzy's scent over to me, and I smell strawberries and freesia and vampire. There's only one person I know that smells like that. Realization comes over me. Then I drop to my knees and say, "No, no,
I'm sorry,
no!
strawberries
This is
and
not-
freesia and vampire.
Yes,
Wait, what is
this is not
vampire
possible,"
smell?
I say to myself.
That's not something I've seen Bed Bath and Body Works. Our new candle.
We need another hilariously fucked up misquote soon, I think. The rival.
He's
last-
died. Wait.
No, it can't be. But she has died. That scent can't be hers, I think. I would like to point out that this mistake was made the first time around as well.
It's no longer me.
She is
Did-
dead. I am Blair.
I'm not dead, Edward.
Again, she
I'm
did that shit.
Isabella Marie Swan, she says to me. No, but she died 3 years ago. You can't be her, I say. She sighs with frustration. For God's sake, Edward, have you always been this stubborn? She yells at me. A small part of my mind registered what she said, but I'm in too much turmoil to reply. Who the hell do you think you are? I shout. I'm your girlfriend who you left behind 3 years ago, she shouts. Then a look crosses her face, and suddenly I can read her mind. I see the time she told her mom that she was moving to Forks.
Oh no.
I see her meeting Charlie at the airport. I gasp, but she doesn't stop.
Oh no.
The List, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I see her first day at Forks High. I see Jessica telling her all about the mysterious Cullens. I see our first biology class, how I was rigid in my seat.
Reminder, fucking
by the way,
Edward was
yes.
planning on pumped up kicking the school when he first saw fucking Bella.
Yes. I see me running out of class soon as the bell went. I see how she heard me at the office trying to change my schedule. I see the week she spent wondering where I was. I see me talking to her in biology. I see myself running across the parking lot to save her. I see her meeting Carlisle at the hospital. I see the month after when I refused to talk to her, but then later gave in. I see her flirting with Jacob to tell her about the tribe's legends. I see me saving her in Port Angles. I see me taking her out to dinner, myself confessing I can read minds. I see her confessing to me she knows I'm a vampire. I see myself talking to her to this meadow, taking her to this meadow. I see myself kissing her. I see myself taking her to meet my family. I see the baseball game. I see James, Victoria, and Laurent. I see Alice and Jasper driving Bella south. I see James' phone call to her. I see her ditching Jasper at the bathroom at the airport. I see James and her at the ballet studio. I see myself, Carlisle, Jasper, Emmett, and Alice saving her from James. I see her waking up at the hospital to my face. I see myself tricking her into going to prom with me. I gasp again. This just can't be true. I see the summer after that. I see her 18th birthday party, how Alice went totally overboard. I see Jasper attacking her, how she felt no fear. I see myself taking her home, and how I avoided her for days after. I see myself telling her goodbye. Her thoughts show so much pain, it's agonizing. I let out a cry in pain. I know she is trying to keep the pain out of her thoughts, but she fails. I see her wandering around for hours. I see her getting slammed into by Victoria, how she cuts her cheek and what she said. I see Victoria biting her.
Holy shit, what a fucking shit show.
Suddenly, her thoughts stop.
Balls, I can see all of this, but I can't see through all the bullshit.
That's great.
Suddenly, her thoughts stop. She felt she much pain out of me leaving her.
What?
What? I gotta see this. I tuned away for a second.
Suddenly, her thoughts stop. She felt she much pain out of me leaving her.
What the fuck?
She took a look at that and thought, yeah, that's okay. I'm just gonna leave that
Dude,
in.
what the hell? This is like basic English. I've known like Chinese people who cannot speak like a lick of English who can write better than this.
What the fuck? A living human being wrote this?
Pretty sure this was copy pasted and edited.
We do have to give her some leeway. She is mentally ill.
So she claims.
After reading this, I have to put this in as evidence. It is very compelling evidence.
He felt pain out of me leaving.
She felt she much pain out of me.
It's like every single one of her fingers were drunk. Not just her, but her fucking fingers somehow got drunk as well.
Really is separately.
Holy shit.
Then she just took that entire sentence and just threw it into a washing machine or something.
Okay, I'm okay.
No, you're not.
You're right, but I can lie to myself. I'm okay. I'm not gonna stop reading. I will never stop.
It says I can see myself die inside. Anyway.
She is truly here. I'm such a monster for doing this to her. I don't blame you, Edward, she says softly. How could you not blame me? I ask in a whisper. Suddenly I can hear her thoughts again. I see her finding the letter that I had written for her. I see how much she was angry with me, how stupid I was. You're right, I am stupid, I whisper.
That it still hurts.
I can't believe I left her. I don't deserve her. I see how much she loves me with all her heart, and how she went looking for us, and how after all these years she still loves me. I gasp again, shaking my head in disbelief. How can she still love me when I have put her through so much?
I think someone's at the door.
I do love you, Edward, with all my heart. Look into my eyes and tell me that I'm lying to you, I hear her say. I look up into her gold eyes. I see forgiveness in her eyes and so much love. I shoot up from where I was kneeling and take her into my arms. I love you so much, Bella, I whisper. I love you too, she says.
That all the simps in the fucking reviews are like, oh, this is so sweet. In fact, let me take a look.
If you ever, and I mean ever, do that to me again, I will kill you. I will rip your heart into little tiny pieces and set you on fire and dance on your pyre, she threatens, but with a smile.
It's like everyone's saying like how amazing this chapter is, and meanwhile there's the one fucking review that says your story fucking sucks.
Wait, there's people saying this is amazing.
Yeah, there's one negative review for this chapter in specific. I don't know about the other ones, but this chapter specifically.
What does it take for a fanfiction to get all bad reviews?
I feel like there must be like fucking bots or something writing these reviews back in 2011. Jeez.
I promise I will never leave you again. I can't even begin to imagine leaving you again. I promise with a smile. This has to be the first time she has ever threatened
Fuck,
me.
it's still going.
With that said,
Yes,
I
you
kiss
threatened me.
her.
That turns me on so much.
And I put all the love I felt for her into that kiss. And I suddenly feel whole again. ... Author's note.
Kill yourself.
Thanks for all the reviews. So as a thank you, I updated again. If I get enough reviews again, I will update quickly again. Thanks, everyone.
Hey, Smurf just
When will I
released-
get all these reviews? What the fuck, man?
As soon as you write fics so bad they can be enjoyed as comedies.
Oh, God. On to the next
You
chapter.
did that one fic.
What?
Balls did that really bizarre tragic tale one. I'm not really sure where he was going with that.
I only know
The
one of
shitpost.
Paul's fics.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up, Everpeach.
Wait! Isn't that the shitpost? Isn't that the fic where I reviewed "I'm Living in Your Walls"
Yeah,
over
yeah.
and over again?
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember that one.
There were some
just
very
bizarre.
stupid guest reviews.
Yep.
Need to take a breather.
I need a breather. Oh my goodness.
I never expected to run into the original list.
I mean, it had to have started somewhere, you know?
You're right.
Audio list.
Oh, look. Balls just posted his reviews.
Okay. Chapter 8. Chapter 7. Talking. EPOV. Edward,
So what
I
were they
love
doing
you.
all those chapters beforehand? Were they just sign languaging?
Yes. No, they were talking telepathically.
I mean, don't you remember that's how Edward's family talks to him?
Yes.
You got to think up like 30 or 40 things that we hate
Oh,
about
right.
this story, and then put them in list form in a review, as in, I hated this, I hated this, I hated this.
Edward, I love you, but you have a lot of making up to do, says Bella with a smile. I can't help smiling too. We are now lying on the grass in the middle of our meadow. I love you too, and I will do whatever you see fit as a punishment, I say, kissing her again.
So bad.
Before it was semi-listenable.
You
but
gotta
it
remember
feels like
that
it's
Twilight was a
self-destructed
fanfic
even
of
worse.
Harry Potter. And then 50 Shades of Grey was a fanfic of Twilight. There's all like some kind of twisted game of telephone where this could become the next big hit.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, Harry Potter was the only thing that succeeded. Or
And then
fortunately, depending
grow
on how you
older.
look at it.
Smurf, you are not
realize
getting an
that,
unmute, by the way, because Myth is not giving out any more unmutes. So you'll have to be silent with the rest of the plebs.
Tell me
Oh,
what
my
you
God.
have been doing the last 3 years, asks Bella. That is not a question, that is a demand.
Tell me. Oh, I'll find out. I'm about to summon it.
I would love
Cat
to love.
can speak. I see how it is. I saw that, Smurf. You can't hide it.
Fuck you,
Can
Smurf.
change it.
I would love to love, but I better be getting back. My family is likely to be tracking me by now, and Alice has more than likely seen us together, I say. I look at Bella and she has a sly smile on her face. What? I ask. Actually, your family is not coming for you, she says with a smile.
I killed
What?
them all.
Murdered.
No,
Oh no! Yandere Vampire Bella is making an appearance!
You know what's funny? She doesn't actually have to kill them completely. She just has to tear them apart and let them, lay there.
Yeah. Anyway.
What? How do you know that? I ask, confused. I have powers, Edward, she replies. What powers? I ask with a smile. And how do they stop my family from finding me? She laughs at me and says, my first power is a mental shield. That is why you couldn't read my mind when I was human. Now I can block any power with it. And I can block my scent too. Also, I can expand my shield to cover other people.
Alright, look.
So at the moment, I'm blocking Alice from seeing you. I have blocked your scent as we were running. You looked like you wanted to be alone, so I put my shield around you, she explains. Wow.
So she covered an entire country's worth of running?
Yes.
And she's still covering it?
Yes.
Is she burning through
I
energy?
see no problem with this.
I feel like she should be dead from exhaustion. Like
You forget, Bella is a super vampire.
And this is to go even further beyond.
Bella can do whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Including unvampire herself.
If she wanted to, yes. Wow. That explains why Alice couldn't see anything once we got to Dartmouth. Let me tell you, love, that Alice is really ticked off about not being able to see, I say with a chuckle. Since when does Edward call Bella love?
Since Radiant and I deemed it so. And who are you to question her ability?
Order humans.
Who are you that must grovel at her feet to question her ability?
She chuckles too. She'll get over it. I laugh. What are your other powers, love? My second power is a physical shield. It means I can block attacks, and I can also expand it to cover other people. I can also make whoever is in it disappear. My third power is I can see the future, just like Alice. And the fourth, I can read minds, she says. Wow, so all this time you've been listening to my thoughts, I ask. Not all the time. Because of my shield, I can block my mind reading and future seeing power. So I only listen to thoughts when I want to.
Yes, Dank. This fic is indeed raping our minds.
We're vaping right now.
That's good, I say. Then realization comes over me. You said you can see the future. That means you saw us coming. She smiles again. Yes, I saw you coming, and before you ask, I planned what I put you through the past 2 weeks, and you have been quite funny to watch. Was it really necessary to growl at Jasper on your first day, just because he questioned you about your feelings, she says, laughing. It was me, Barry.
It was me all along.
Oh no, Bella!
You were the one I heard laughing, I state with a scowl with my face. Yes, I was. And let me tell you, I have been watching you the past 2 weeks, and it has been really fun to watch. But your family thinks you're having a breakdown, she says. And it was your punishment for you leaving me.
It's not what Smurf said. I didn't realize they discovered how to transmit autism into other people like a disease, but RAN managed it.
I sigh. I can't be mad at you, say as I kiss her. What have you been up to the past 3 years? I asked you first, she says. You tell me first, then I will tell you. Fine. After I woke up from the change, I went for my first hunt. Then I went back to my place. I knew I couldn't stay at Forks. So I went to my house and packed. That's when I found your letter. After I had finished saying how stupid you were, I went to say goodbye to my father, she says. Wait, I say, you were only hours old and you went to say goodbye to your father and he is still alive? Edward asking the important questions.
Oh, no. Cringe.
Yes, I did say goodbye. He was asleep, so he didn't know I was there. And before you ask, I'm immune to the scent of human blood. Just casually immune to the scent of human blood. Like I said, super vampire. You're immune to it, I ask? Yes, I think it has something to do with my human life. I couldn't stand the smell of it when I was human, so it must have carried on into this life. I can see that she's trying to use logic here.
Unfortunately, she has to be the most illogical person known to man.
Like she's trying very hard to use logic. She's not successful. It makes sense. Where did you go after that? I figured I would need money, so I went to your house. I spent the next hour collecting money from your hidden places. When I went to Alice's room, I caught my reflection in the mirror, and I was surprised by what I saw. I was beautiful, except for that one scar down the side of my face. Just casually admitting to stealing their money.
You damn bitch, that's why I couldn't get an Xbox.
And the narcissism of...
You realize, like, the reason we had to leave Forks is because we defaulted on the mortgage, right?
You are always beautiful, and that scar just shows how brave you are, I say. She gives me a smile and continues with her story. Also note how Edward makes no comment on her stealing from them.
Well, she already stole his heart, so he knows she's a thief.
After I came up with $350,000, it's only a single dollars this time.
What happened to the
She didn't tell him about all of it. She's leaving something out. She's lying by omission. I left Forks. On the way out, I was approached by the shapeshifters. I gave them my story, and we parted ways as friends. They told me if I ever needed anything that they would be there for me. Just casually making friends with the werewolf pack that hates vampires.
Of course.
The next year I spent looking for you. I meet the Denali Coven, but they didn't know where you were. I still talk to them from time to time. I also, during that year, meet the Volturi. And before you go all over protective, they were great to me. They also tried tracking you down, but they had no luck.
Bullshit, it's the Volturi.
By the time I left...
Illuminati for vampires?
By the time I left,
Yes,
Marcus saw me as his daughter. Arrow and Caius saw me as their niece. I had become great friends with Jane, Alec, Chelsea, Dimitri, Felix, Renata, Afton, and Santiago. I still keep in touch with them. They also visit me from time to time, she says.
What? I'm not even a fan of the series, and I know how wrong that is.
myth.
Did she get them to switch to the bunny diet?
Oh God.
When did they die of rabbit starvation?
Thanks to me.
It's fun. They'll move on to other animals.
Like humans?
They should. There's
Gabriel Garcia on YouTube says, "God, am I glad I stopped in to listen." You're welcome, Gabriel.
To publicly reject anything that anyone might think of as weird, or they'll think that you're okay with it, and think that bad for you.
Sorry, can you quite catch that?
I openly advertise myself as a lolicon outside of work.
Okay, what the fuck?
They can't hear me.
Yeah, we can clearly fucking hear you.
Yeah.
You unmuted me? You asshole.
Yes, indeed.
You've
You're
been.
fucking
You were
dumbass.
one.
And now you're a lolicon on YouTube.
Wait, fuck. Alright, dude, if I had
Okay.
AOC right now, damn it, Thunder, you son of a bitch for taking it away from me.
What the fuck?
So it's your own fault for being one of the first in here.
Indeed.
This is probably the largest audience you've had so far, too.
Yes.
Whatever.
Fuck, I take off my headphones for like 3 seconds. I put them back on and I
Or
hear all
did you
that.
miss one?
I don't know what I missed.
You went to Volterra, I say? Yes, and like I said, they have become my friends. Can I continue now, she asks. Of course. After that, I went south and meet up with Peter and Charlotte, who know Jasper. And like the others, they had no idea where you were. I stayed with them for a month, hoping you guys would contact them, but you never did. So we parted as friends, and like I said before they visit from my other... And like I said before, they visit my from time to time too. After the first year...
What?
After the first year pasted, I realized I was just going to have to wait. Forever is a long time, so I knew I would meet up again with you one day. So I got a new ID and went to Dartmouth, and now everyone knows me as Isabella Marie Cullen from New York, she says, finishing her story. That is quite a story. I'm sorry you couldn't find me. That's okay. You couldn't have known. Now tell me what you've been up
That's a
to.
better story than Isabella Marie Cullen.
Oh God. Oh God. Still better than season 8.
Holy shit.
I can't argue that.
I shrug. After I left you, I was basically useless to my family. All I would do was mope around. I came back for you a year later, but Charlie told me you were killed by a bear, and I was devastated.
What?
Did you forget that part?
I thought she killed a bear.
She did kill a
Old
bear.
Bear Workshop.
But Charlie thinks she was killed by a bear. We were never actually told why he thinks that. He just does.
Yeah.
My family had to stop me from going to the Volturi, I say. You did what? She yells. I wasn't going to live without you, but my family stopped me. But after hearing your story, I now know the Volturi wouldn't have killed me. They would have led me.
Dumbass.
They would have led me to you.
They would have recruited him.
If he
Wouldn't
exposed,
fucking kill him if he exposed
Yeah.
himself as a vampire?
yeah, if he exposed himself, they would have killed him.
Granted, I would also kill someone who randomly exposed themselves in front of me, but
True. That makes sense. But if you ever think of doing that, even after I am gone, you will be in so much trouble, she says. Yes, love, I say with a smile. After that, I would just stay in my room and mope. That was until Carlisle told us we were moving and that I would be going to school with the rest of my siblings. And after that, I guess you know what happened, I say. I guess I do. I'm glad that I found you again, she says with a smile. I'm glad that you found me too, I say, kissing her. Edward is suddenly a toddler.
Isn't he always? Like, he has the body of shovel. In the mind of a toddler.
After we have been doing that for a couple of minutes, she asks me, do we have to go back today? I mean, it is Friday and we don't have to go to school again until Monday. Can't we stay here and catch up, she asks me. I immediately caught her mood, and with a smile I replay, we can stay. We can use the old house. Can you hold your shield in place for longer, I ask with a grin. Yep, it's second nature to me now. What?
What does he replay?
He replays her mood. He caught her mood, and then he replayed it.
Oh.
Well then, let's go. With that said, I scoop her up and run for my house. This is going to be a good weekend, ... AN, thanks for all the reviews. If I get enough reviews, I will put up the next chapter quickly. Thanks.
Holy crap. Okay. Continue.
Also, you can you can clearly see the implication of what Bella is wanting to do. Need I remind you how old-fashioned Edward is?
Yeah, isn't he like hundreds of years older?
No, I'm not talking about his age. I'm talking about his mannerisms.
Well, I guess we've got more than one lolicon on the chat.
Like, in canon, Edward refused to sleep with Bella until she married him. And yet the implication here is that they're going to spend the weekend having sex.
No, he refused to sleep with her because she was so fragile.
No. Because remember, I mean, that was only after their honeymoon. He refused to do it again. But he refused to sleep with her at all until they were married.
Beautiful.
Maybe
pure
he's
boy.
one of those guys who's down for stuff that's not intercourse.
Chapter 9. Chapter 8. Weekends and Werewolves. EPOV. I spent all of Friday night and Saturday making love to my Bella. I can't.
Well, it's not an implication anymore.
Yep, it's not even. It's not implied anymore. I can't believe how much I missed her. Now having her here in my arms.
Can a vampire even get an erection? Don't you have to have blood to do it? Vampires with blood? Didn't they turn into like chalk when they died? Like,
I mean, he clearly
Optimus Prime School of dying and just turn into gray, like stone.
I mean, clearly in Twilight canon, they can get erections. Heck, the male vampires can even procreate with humans.
True.
Maybe they benefited a lot from the blue pill.
To be fair, pretty much every vampire in fiction can have sex.
Yeah. But not all of them can procreate.
Except for the Strigoi from the strain.
Is that real, Mountain?
What?
In the chat.
What?
What chat? Fiction room or
Fiction room.
Yes, it's a real mountain.
The one.
it's a real mountain?
I can't believe how much I missed her. Now having her here in my arms, it's like I'm in heaven. I never want to let her go. It is Sunday when she says, Edward, I know you don't want to let me go, but I have to hunt. I haven't hunted in 2 weeks, says my angel. You're reading my mind again, I say with a scowl. She laughs at me. Okay, how about I let you read my mind now, then we're even. I can still block Alice, and I will let you read my mind from time to time. How does that sound?
It is so painful.
Really? I ask with a smile. Yes, she thinks. Now we have sorted that out. Can I please hunt now? I can hear the strain in her thoughts. Of course, love. Let's go. I say, grabbing her hand and jumping out of my window. Every time I see him call her love, I want to slip into a British accent. And I have a terrible British accent.
Let's hear it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
You're already torturing us with this. How much worse can it get?
We run for a couple of minutes. Running with Bella is great. She is so graceful. The complete opposite to what she was when she was human. I hear her laughter. Thank God I am graceful now. I don't think I would have lived it down to Emmett if I was the world's only clumsy vampire. I have to agree, love, but I liked you clumsy, I think. Why did you like me clumsy, she thinks. Because I like saving you all the time, I think. Well, that is just too bad then, isn't it, she thinks. She lets go of my hand and jumps over the river and takes of running. Even I have a hard time catching up to her. Someone was about to speak.
I'll be right back. I get a thing or 6.
I'm going after the grizzly bear. With that thought, she takes off in the direction of the bear. I follow quietly after her. I have to watch this. She approaches the bear quickly and silent. Without any prompting, she launches herself at the bear's throat. She takes the bear down and drains it within a couple of minutes. She turns to me with a smile on her face. I look at her and she doesn't have a hair out of place. What do you think? She asks me. You are amazing, love. Who taught you to hunt like that? I ask. No one taught me how to hunt. After I woke up, I remember what Emmett said about hunting and I went with it, she says. Amazing. When I decided to tell your family that I'm here, I'm going to have to thank him, she says. You're not going, I start to say. I hear a howl and heartbeats going from the trees. Bella, get behind me, I say. Why, Edward? The werewolves are here, I reply. Then out of the forest come 5 huge wolves. They growl at us, but before I can say anything, Bella surprises me with saying, Jacob Black, how dare you growl at me?
Oh, this is so fucking shit.
Oh my god.
Bella yells at the reddish-brown wolf. The wolf whines at her and thinks,
How
I'm
does he
sorry.
know
I'm
what
sorry,
wolf he's
Bells.
yelling
I
at?
didn't know it was you, I swear, thinks Jacob. Yeah, Bella,
You're
we
one
didn't.
of the good ones, Jacob says.
Yeah, Bella, we didn't recognize you, thinks the sandy brown wolf. She sighs and says, Oh, all right, Seth, you're forgiven. Hey, what about me, thinks Jacob. I don't know, I'm going to have to think about it, Jakey, Bella replies with a smile.
What?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
My spine is seizing up from all the cringe.
She called him Jakey.
You know what makes it worse is that she doesn't actually get better.
True.
Like, this is her first fic, can be excused that it's cringe, but she's got like 900 or something now, and they're all this bad.
Maybe she improved.
No, Smurf,
the...
we cannot beat you to death so that you can avoid hearing this.
She is at 711, which is more than she was last time we did a stream.
Maybe
Doesn't she have another channel? Another
that channel's been dead for years.
Okay.
But that is still Radiant Arabian Nights stories,
count.
which counts for what you have to read.
Yeah, it's Golden Ravenclaw Phoenix.
Why the fuck did she
How
make
many
another
stories
account?
are in that one?
8.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
But how many words?
That is one blurry ass looking screen.
How many words?
NK 20. I think that one says 19. 55.
About 290,000 words total. That's rounding, of course.
Oh.
Well,
I feel like the Harry Potter one was that long.
You feel like what was a better one?
Aren't we continuing?
Oh yeah,
King of Magic.
they're
King of Magic was 290,000 on its own.
No, King of Magic wasn't even 100,000 words, I don't think.
maybe she gets
Yeah, but it
better in the
felt
last
that long.
few she posted.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't quite 100,000 words.
It felt like a million.
Oh God, I'm having King of Magic flashbacks now. The wolves start rolling with laughter, much to Jacob's dismay. Hey, stop laughing at me. Oh, all right, you're forgiven.
Stop it, you guys,
says Bella. With that, Jacob runs across and tackles Bella to the ground, licking her face. Gross, Jake. If you don't stop, I'm going to make sure those pictures I have of you get put on the internet, she threatens. Jacob immediately backs off. Please, please, Bells, I'll do anything you ask. If you don't let those pictures get out, Jacob begs. Fine, I will let you off the hook. You better be getting home to Leah, Jake, she says. Right. See you later, Bells. Edward, if you ever hurt her again, I will kill you. With that said, he takes off.
I feel like that's, their new greeting for Edward.
If you ever hurt her again, I will kill you.
Oh, hey, how's it going, Jacob?
Jacob Black, get back here and apologies, she shouts after him. It's all right, love, I say, trying to calm her down. I swear, next time I see him, he is going to pay, she says. You better not try and stop me. Wouldn't dream of it, love, I say with a smile. We better be getting back. It's Sunday and we have school tomorrow. You're right, let's go. We have been running for a couple of hours when Bella says, Edward, I don't want your family to know I'm here yet. Why? I ask. I want to have a little more fun with them before I tell them, she replies. Okay, love, but I still get to be with you at school. Fine, but call me Izzy, she says. Fine with me, I say, and take off running again. I can't help think how much fun this is going to be, especially since they think Izzy's a human.
They instantly thought that she was a vampire. What the hell are you on?
No, they didn't know what she was.
If she was right next to Edward, though, wouldn't they... Ugh.
AN, what do you
It
think?
hurts.
Again, if I get
Hurts
enough
something.
reviews, I will update quickly. Thanks for all the great reviews. Also, there is one saving grace.
I can't.
I just got a DM from Mosgill. I joined the voice chat and immediately regretted it.
There is one saving grace. Jacob is apparently with Leah, which means there will be no
Bond baby.
Jacob
That's what you
imprinting.
think. That's
They-
what you think.
There will be no imprinting on a baby.
Except he hasn't imprinted on Leah, so that means he can still imprint on the baby.
Just
Imagine getting
give
fucked
me
by a
this,
newborn.
please.
No.
That is still one of the most disturbing things I've heard in a story ever.
Yes, it is.
And the baby ages rapidly.
That doesn't make it better.
Oh, I know, it makes it worse.
Smurf says, imagine being cucked by a newborn.
I said that, you fuckers.
Oh, it does say that too. It's a quote.
Oh, fuck you, Smurf.
Yeah.
No, no, he tagged you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself as well, sentence. No,
Oh my
I did
God.
not. That was something that Thunder called me.
Well, he clearly had a good reason for calling you that.
Shut the
That's
fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Teach the cat fucker. There we go.
Fuck you. You do so many
Wait,
other
did you
times
change
where
his
you
name to that?
click the smash remote on a cat one goddamn time.
Teach the cat fucker. Damn. I did not know that was a fetish that you indulged in.
Fuck you.
I'm not a
Fuck
cat.
you.
Neither am I, buddy.
Chapter 10, Chapter 9, Panicking Family.
Mm.
EPOV. We are approaching my house when Bella stops and looks at me. Edward, I have to go now. We are close to your house, she says. I don't want you to go. I know you don't, and I don't want to leave you either. But now's not the time for me to revile myself to them, she says. Anyway, you will...
Revile?
Yes. Anyway, you will see me in 4 hours at school anyway. I approach her and give her a passionate kiss and tell her, I love you. I love you too. Now go. I can hear your family's thoughts from here. They are really worried about you, and it appears you got some company. And I know them. Let them know they better...
You sit the fuck down, you stay in the voice chat, no running away from this.
And I know them. Let them know they better keep my secret, and that I'm very grateful to them, and that I will see them soon. I love you. Go! She shouts with a smile. Why the sudden shouting?
Who knows?
I don't know, maybe they're deaf. Yeah, deaf.
I don't know.
I give her a smile of my own and walk in the direction of my house. Bella says we have company. I wonder who it could be and why I need to tell them to keep her secret.
It's your father.
When I am at the top of the hill near my house, I can hear my family's worried thoughts. I turn around and see Bella waving at me. She blows me a kiss, then takes off to the west, in the direction I think where she lives. I sigh. This is going to be a long 4 hours. 2 days earlier. Oh no, flashback no jutsu. Cohen house after Edward takes off. A POV. Edward just takes off out the door. I know we are crowding him, but he should not be alone right now. After all, this is the day when he found out Bella was died. I sigh. It's been 4 hours.
Bella was died?
Yes.
She keeps that.
Yes, she keeps saying Bella was died. She has said it enough, it needs to be immortalized.
It's like, where were you when Bella was killed?
Bella was died.
What color was she dyed?
Probably blue.
I guess she is a blue blood since her father's a cop.
Boy.
I sigh. It's been 4 hours, and still Edward hasn't come back. I try to look into his future, so I know he is safe, but I see nothing. That is odd. Alice, honey, what do you see? Asks Jasper. Nothing. I can't see Edward's future, I say. The family gasps at me. You can't see him? Asks Carlisle. No, I can't. I can see us just fine, but I can't see him. I last saw him running in the woods, then it all went black, I say in a whisper. That's not possible, whispers Esme. I didn't think so either, but it is still happening, I say. Carlisle, does this mean he's gone? Whispers Esme. We don't know.
So.
Emmett, Jasper, and I will go look for him. Rosalie and Alice, you take care of your mother, Carlisle says. Yes, Dad, we all say.
I've never read that, Edo.
What is this? I want to say.
Do they ever actually in the books or the movie call Carlisle Dad?
Isn't this the one where
I don't
Aaron was
think
reborn?
so.
Where Aaron got memories from Adolf Hitler
What
or something?
the fuck?
I can't believe that's a thing.
Run that past me.
That's a thing? Myth, you must read this.
No.
You know you want to.
No. I'm not reading from Hitler's point of view.
And frankly, I'm offended that you even suggested that.
Hey, the Hitler I know is the one on Supernatural that was completely stupid. That is Hitler in my head.
That's fair.
Why do you have Hitler in your head, fam?
That-
Not a good...
Yeah.
It's either that one or the one from
I
Kung
got some
Fury.
questions for you, bro.
Your questions will be dutifully ignored.
With that said, Jasper, Emmett, and Carlisle take off into the forest. A couple of hours passed. By the time they come back, it had been 5 hours. Make up your mind. Anything?
I love
Asks
dreaming.
Rosalie. No, not even a cent, says Jasper quietly. How is that possible, I ask. I don't know. I will call Eleazar and get him and the Denali's to come and help us, says Carlisle. Carlisle is on the phone for a couple of minutes and hang up. They are on the way, is all he says. Then goes to the comfort Esme, who is dry sobbing. I hope they get here soon. Maybe with their help we will find Edward.
He's... What?
Midday
Maybe, Echo.
Sunday.
Maybe.
He hasn't even gone a day. No, yeah.
He's been gone for 5 hours.
Oh.
Like, he's been gone for 5 hours.
He's never been gone for this long before.
Except at school.
This isn't after he's been gone for the weekend?
No. He was gone 4 hours. That's when they started looking for him, and they looked for 5 hours.
So he hasn't even
So-
gone.
Like, I can imagine everyone coming back and be like, dude, what the fuck? I was stuck in traffic.
He's a fucking vampire. What the hell are they worried about?
I mean, there
Give
is
me
that
some
time.
Space, Mom.
There is that time he tried to expose himself in front of the Volturi.
Oh.
Yes, but they've talked him out of this.
Please
Yes,
tell
they
me
heard
the
about
Valkyries
the
are like a
nudist
preschool or something.
Please.
Midday Sunday. Eleazar's POV. Here my family and I are at the Cullen's house trying to help them find Edward. I couldn't believe my ears when I got the phone call from them. I hadn't heard from them in years, and I can't even get a hold of her. I've tried her cell 5 times, and it keeps going to voicemail. Of all the times not to answer her cell, she chooses now not to pick up. Unbelievable. Carlisle, old friend, calm down and tell us everything that has happened. Start at the beginning, I say. Well, we moved here 2 weeks ago. Rose, Emmett, Jasper, Alice, and Edward started school again. He begins. When we got there, there was another student sharing our name.
So, the Cullens have their phone number, but they don't have the Cullens phone number?
Obviously.
Why?
Because shut up.
Because Radiant Arabian Nights didn't think of phones when she wrote the last chapter. She kind of forgot about phones.
Arabian Nights and D&D, tale as old as time.
Dan and Dave, the only writers worse than Radiant Arabian Nights.
There we go.
Yeah, where the fuck is Zero with all this? Is he even gonna show up now?
Zero had family. Zero has family stuff going on, so he said he would be very late if he shows up at all.
Yeah, Smith, you did forget one writer or director or whatever you want to call him.
I didn't forget anyone.
Yes, someone that's on the level of Radiant Arabian Nights.
Sadria Wolf?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a famous
Didn't he make
director?
at least one good film?
Yeah.
I don't care. He directed Avatar.
Yeah.
And that wipes away every good thing he's ever done.
But he has
The
had...
Last Airbender?
He has
Live
done
action?
good things, though, which is more than Radiant Arabian Nights can say.
That's fair.
To be fair, D&D have done good things.
That's also fair.
Yes.
Not since they did Game of
When you
Thrones,
say
though.
Avatar, do you mean the alien one or the Last Airbender one?
Last Airbender one.
So,
Yeah,
take
you
a
see
minute.
there's the one with all the
Think of who
maggots,
the
and then
director
you
he
see
named
alien
was.
cat people.
The Aliens was James Cameron.
M. Night Shyamalan did Signs, the one with the aliens that were weak to water and yet somehow, for some reason, attacked Earth, which is like, what, 80-90% water?
Well, if he did the Last Airbender, then he should be shot or something.
Who's the guy that did the Aragon movie?
He also should be shot.
I don't know what you're talking about. That
No.
doesn't exist.
I honestly can't decide which one was fucked up more.
Avatar. At least Aragon had some.
I mean,
relatively
maybe Aragon will get another adaptation because they're giving Percy Jackson another adaptation. So.
Yep, TV show.
Isn't that one doing relatively well?
I mean, let's be honest. As Rick Riordan directing it, but I feel like his quality went down with the later books. So we'll see how he does.
It did.
Yeah, but he's going back to his early material, so.
Yeah, I know. I hope he doesn't fuck it up by like adding in new shit.
What I'm excited about is the Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings series.
I am not fucking excited about that. I am so disgusted with that. It's gonna be trash.
How the hell can you say that? Everything we've seen from
Because
so far has shown attention to detail and
because we've
design.
also seen shit like nude casting calls and other shit like that, and that's not something that I think should be in Tolkien's work.
Or breaking down The Hobbit into 3 books.
Movies.
3 movies, sorry.
Yeah, and no, that wasn't even the original thing either. It was supposed to be like.
Oh look,
2
Zero
movies.
is here.
Oh yo,
Hey,
fucking
Zero.
hell, Zero. Keep him muted.
Welcome to the stream, Zero.
And we're just having a great time and everything, and then fucking Zero shows up.
Yeah, we found out Mister is a lolicon.
Yes.
he literally proclaimed
It's
it.
like, wait, you guys fucking unmuted me?
And I gotta say, it was a perfectly timed unmute as well.
It wasn't even.
No! That's the
He
thing.
was unmuted the entire time.
Yeah, I unmuted him the whole time in the beginning.
He's like, "Don't worry, they can't hear us." I was like, "Yeah, we totally
Yeah.
can."
Kind of
We
can.
also found out Everpeach is attracted to cats.
Fuck you.
I'm not a
Actually,
cat.
Paige, you want to talk about it?
I'll make
want
you.
to help with that?
Fuck you
Help?
guys.
By the way, Peach and Mandalore, check your rolls.
What?
What?
Check your
aftermath.
rolls.
Oh yeah, I got back. Sick. Okay. First order of business. Ah,
What did he
feels
do?
good.
Look at Mister. Look at Mister. He's like below Moskill.
This is gonna feel good.
Okay, back to reading.
Let's mock Mister or the.
No. Lay off him. Don't push it too far so it becomes bullying. Just make it,
I
keep it
know what I
lighthearted.
am.
Anyway.
Sharing your name, asks Kate. Yeah, I think Alice better explain from here, Carlisle says. Carlisle saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Alice begins to explain about this girl, how she doesn't talk to them, how she acts like they don't exist. Then she tells us how Edward is interested in her, and how he couldn't read her mind. I'm starting to have suspicions about this girl. I look at my family and they are having the same suspicions as me. I have to ask.
But there are other people whose minds they can't read at the fucking college.
Yeah, but I don't think the family knows about that.
And the author just doesn't care.
Yeah, and Rand kind of forgot about that.
Then proceeded to ignore it afterwards.
What is the name of this girl, I ask. Izzy Cullen, says Jasper. I try to keep a neutral expression when he said the name. It has to be her. What do you know, I think to myself. I look at my family again and see they are having trouble keeping a neutral expression. I think I have to get them out of here quickly. Whatever she is planning, we must not ruin it. What? Whatever she is planning, we must not ruin it. Whatever it is she's planning?
No, I'm pretty sure the first one is the correct one.
Carlisle, you have told us a lot. We must hunt, and when we get back, we will look for Edward, I say quickly. Of course, says Carlisle. We will be quick, I say. And my family and myself quickly race out the door and into the woods. When we get far enough away, I stop and say, it must be Bella. You're right. What is she doing here, says Carmen. My guess?
That sounds vague enough to be Bella. It must be her.
My guess, she's going to school here, and when she learned the Cullens were coming here, she decided to have some fun with them, I say. Some fun, wink wink, nudge nudge.
I mean, she is doing the segs with Edward.
Having some good old Cullen family fun.
I really hope it's not family fun.
I mean, she's a Cullen, he's a Cullen, they're not married.
Everyone's a Cullen.
Didn't she just name herself Cullen? That's not the same thing.
I mean, he kind of just named himself Cullen, too. Cullen is not
even worse.
Cullen is not his original surname.
Okay. The point is that they weren't raised together and they're not blood related. So
She's not blood related. She's free to be dated.
What are you doing, step bro?
Oh god.
It's
I
not even
noticed
wrong.
Zero hasn't said anything. Yeah, why isn't Zero unmuted?
He is unmuted. He said he can't talk, though. Which probably means he has people with him.
That's a shame. But anyway.
My guess, she's going to school here. And when she learned the Cullens were coming here, she decided to have some fun with them, I say. That sounds about right, says Tanya. She was really mad about them leaving her for her own protection, says Kate. What has this got to do with Edward's disappearance? Asks Irina.
When did the war criminal Loli appear? Says we.
What?
I guess that's a. When did the war criminal Loli appear?
What, you mean like a timestamp that you can go back and listen to it yourself or something?
I don't know. Just what I guess Tia Mama said.
Who knows? You'll have to go back through all of this and listen for yourself.
I mean, Tanya is with the group that showed up to help find Edward, who has been missing for 9 hours. Although at this point it's been 2 days because it's already Sunday. And Sunday's the day that they return, so
says Edo.
Edward's got Twilight Vamp.
Small Edo-led Twilight Vamp.
Edo-led power.
I can only guess from what Carlisle said is that Edward takes off because he is upset, and Bella sees him and goes after him, covering him in her shield while she is at it, I say. That would explain why Alice can't see his future and why they can't pick up his scent.
Cullen lover?
That almost sounds like a slur.
Yeah, it does, agrees Tanya. What do we do? Asks my mate. We do nothing. We try to keep the Cullens calm. My guess is that they will be back soon, so we must wait and not blow Bella's cover, I say. Everyone is in agreement. We take off to hunt. We cannot go back without golden eyes. We take our time, spending 2 hours hunting. Then we go back. Where the hell have you been? Yells Alice. Alice, honey, calm down, says Jasper. To answer your question, Alice, after we hunted, we went to look for Edward. I say. Did you find anything? Asks Carlisle. Yes, we found his scent going across a river 5 miles away. My guess is that he wants to be alone and hasn't made his mind up on when he is coming home. I lie. That is why you can't see him, Alice. That makes sense. Thank you, says Carlisle.
Edward Simp.
Edward Simpson.
No problem. So let's just calm down and wait for him to turn up, shall we, I ask. I hear agreements coming from everyone. We spend the next few hours talking and catching up. My family tells them what we have all been up to, minus the part about Bella. It is 4 a.m. when we hear someone approaching the house. We all look at each other. Then we see Edward coming through the back door. Hey, everyone, says Edward like nothing has happened. What's going on? I didn't know the Denali's were visiting. The Cullens all start talking at once. Edward! I shout in my thoughts. He looks at me. I show him he passed couple of hours. I told them we caught your scent around the river 5 miles back, I think, to him. He nods his head at me. Everyone calm down. I can't understand you if you're all talking at once. Your thoughts are giving me a headache, yells Edward. Where the hell have you been, Edward? Shouts Alice at him. I went through the river 5 miles back and I ran and ran. I wasn't paying any attention to the way I was going until last night. That's when I started to head back, he explains. Why are your cloths like that? Asks Jasper. I take a look at him. His cloths are a mess. On the way back, I run into a bear and I was thirsty. and he put up a bit of a fight, he shrugs. I have to give him points. He knows how to lie, and he does not miss a beat. I'm sorry to have scared you, but I needed to be left alone for a while. I was starting to suffocate, he says. That's all right, Edward. We should have left you alone, says Esme. It's all right, Mum, he says with a smile. Why don't you guys go and hunt? I have to have a shower and get changed for school.
Peach, I'm so disappointed in you for being attracted to that.
Fuck yourself, Mando. You cunt.
Yeah, I
What?
wanted to try and say something. Look in fiction room.
My God,
No,
look away
you
from
guys are
fine
all
figures.
assholes.
It's your own fault, Peach.
That doesn't mean I can't still be a spiteful bastard about it.
Gets a rise from that. The fuck? 0. The weird.
Read the text message. That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I should be increasing your red for even suggesting that.
They all nodded with agreement and quickly left, not before each hugging him. After they are well out of earshot, I hear Tanya say with a smile, Had a good time his weekend, did we? Yes, I had a really good time, he says with a smile and a laugh. I have to thank you for keeping her secret and to thank you for covering for me. No problem. We are glad to see you happy, I say. I have a message from Bella, he says. I look at him and waited. She says you better keep her secret and that she is very grateful to all of you for what you have done for her and that she will see you soon, he says. I just have to smile. Thank you, I say. I hear the others in my family saying thank you too. As he turns to leave, I say, You better not hurt her again, Edward. Otherwise, you have us to deal with, I threaten. My family is saying similar things. I swear to you I will never hurt her again, he promises. Good, now go take a shower so you can get to school and be with her, I say, with a smile. I know he is dying to get back to her. He turns to leave again, and I say, You tell her that I love her like a daughter, that I will keep her to her promise, I say. You tell her we will see her soon, says Tanya, Kate, Irina, and Carmen. I will tell her, he says with a smile, and take off up the stairs. I can't help think the other Cullens are in trouble when Bella finally tells them that she is alive, ... AN, thanks for all the reviews. Please review, and I will do my best to update again soon.
Oh, I hate this new fucking CapCut system on fucking fanfic.
Well, I mean, it stopped putting that...
That's a curious name there, Edo.
It stopped putting that not garbage at the end of the link, so... They've improved it. But...
What is even that GIF, Edo?
That's gonna be it for tonight.
No.
Yes. It's already been 2 hours.
Pretty much.
I hope you enjoy that bath water.
I'm not entirely. Just
like
leave that locked for tonight.
Man, those things are brutal.
What, the cats?
Oh my god.
Cats? No, I'm talking about the fic.
Yeah, this was
Chore.
No, this was entertaining.
Yeah, it was at least not as bad as King of Magic. King of Magic was soul destroying.
So actually, she gets worse as she writes more.
Yep.
But the list began here.
That's better at least.
Yes. She the lists only get worse from here.
The first one I sat in on for King of Magic took like 4 hours and you didn't even get through one chapter.
There are more lists as Velix.
Oh yeah. I'm guessing Velux wasn't here when we read King of Magic. Just look through the pins in this channel and you'll see. No,
this is before
King
we,
of
started recording.
Yeah, King of Magic was before I started recording.
What a shame.
Yeah, the first thing I
Good on
streamed
you.
was Breaking the Faith.
And Breaking the Face was awful. The fucking centaurs.
Oh,
What?
the
Yeah,
next
in Game of Thrones there were fucking centaurs.
the
In
oh.
Breaking the Faith, at least.
By the way, it's not going to be a vote this time. The next stream will be back to Breaking the Faith.
No.
Yep.
Oh no.
We're having so much fun with this one.
Mercy.
Yeah, let's keep the comedy going.
I want to
No,
read
I
I want
keep
to read
fucking
more
catching
Breaking
our
the Faith.
horses.
Everpeach, you've expanded into horses now?